Good afternoon. It is April 7th. It's about 1 o'clock. I'm about to hop on a train here at 3 to go to upstate New York, where I'm from. I'm in New York City right now. Tomorrow, April 8th, 2024, is the Total Solar Eclipse. It's passing through, I think, like Texas and kind of going like through the north into the northeast. And it's going over upstate New York, over the Adirondacks, which is where I'm going to be, over the mountains. I've been excited for this for a really long time. I remember my dad told me about it like sometime, I think like maybe a year ago. I won't lie, I'm also pretty nervous because not necessarily for the eclipse itself, like I think it's gonna be really pretty, really beautiful, and it looks like there's not gonna be very many clouds in the sky, so we should be able to actually see it happen. But what I am worried about is the influx of people and the traffic that upstate New York is about to see, because I don't think they're as prepared as they think they are for the amount of people that are about to come up. There are people who plan their lives around this thing, right? Like there are people who travel from all over the world to come to wherever the eclipse is happening, where the path of totality hits. And while the path of totality does hit many states, upstate New York just happens to be one of them, but it doesn't mean that there won't be still a lot of people because it's upstate. For people who don't know, the roads in the Adirondacks are very small. They're not like highways. We have one northway, it's I-87. And I-87 has usually 3, but most of the time 2 lanes, so it's a pretty small highway. There's only a few exits after a certain point because the Adirondacks are such a big forest reserve. There's just not a lot of actual like civilized land. So once you get off the highway, the roads pretty much everywhere are like, one lane. For the amount of people coming to upstate New York for this eclipse, to be on those roads with like very few gas stations and places to stop and pull over, that really concerns me. Concerns aside, my family's plan, what we're gonna do is taking a train up tonight, and I'm gonna go up to Albany. My parents are gonna pick me up, and then we're gonna go to our house in the Adirondacks, and then tomorrow morning get up pretty early and go to my friend's house, which is about an hour north, and her house is in Keene Valley, which is like right in the heart of the High Peaks Wilderness. It's like my favorite place in the world. And we're just gonna hang out, I think, at her place. We were gonna do a hike, but actually they just got like a huge dump of snow in April of all times. We're just gonna, I think, hang out at their house. There's a golf course nearby, which means there will be a lot of area to look at the sky. The only thing we'll have to worry about is the hour drive tomorrow morning, getting from our house, which is in Chestertown, all the way up to Keene Valley. As long as we get there before 3 o'clock, which is when the eclipse happens, we should be fine. All right, I'm all packed up, as you can see. I'm only going for like 2 days. Like I'm coming back Tuesday, so it's really quick, but I feel like I packed a lot. I forgot to mention is that I'm bringing my camera, which is in this bag. I have a Canon 5D. I want to try to take a photo of the eclipse. I don't have a solar filter, which is like technically what you need to photograph an eclipse. But the thing is I'm not shooting it close up. I'm gonna shoot it wide. I wanna get like more of a landscape shot with the eclipse happening like way off in the distance. So anyway, I'm gonna try to take a photo of it. We'll see how it comes out. If it doesn't, it doesn't, because I have this phone and my brain to remember it. All right, it's almost 2 o'clock. I'm gonna head to the train station. My train's not till 3:15, but I'm crazy and I like to get there really early, because if you've ever been on an Amtrak train and been to like one of the train halls, especially the one here in the city, Moynihan Train Hall, people line up so early for the trains, it's insane. And while I know I'm probably not gonna get a seat to myself, I like to try at least, so I gotta get there early. So I'm gonna go there, get a cup of coffee, hang out, and then get on my train. Hey, buddy. Okay, we're in Saratoga. Sorry for the break in monitoring, but I got my cat here. We're hanging out. And we're gonna drive up to my cabin now. Yeah. Right, Poco? Everybody? Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Do you see them? Do you want to go inside? Are you getting wet from the roof?
They called, they went to A-Base for today. Yeah, they said.
Okay, here we are. We're at the cabin, a cabin in Chestertown, New York, in upstate, in the Adirondacks. It's like 11:30. I'm about to go to bed. Tomorrow we're gonna get up in the morning and we're gonna leave here at 8 o'clock and go up to Keene Valley, which is in the high peaks. And we're gonna hang out at my friend Oakley's house. But there's a big golf course there amongst the high peaks. And so we should be able to have a beautiful view of the sky. Hopefully the clouds won't be too much of an issue. It's looking like there's going to be like 30 to 40% of the sky covered by clouds tomorrow, and maybe we'll get lucky and like the clouds will kind of part around 3 o'clock when the eclipse happens, but we'll see. But I got all my gear ready. We packed our bags. We got food. So yeah, it's just me and Poco getting ready for bed. Right, buddy? He's been purring so loud. Ready to go sleep, buddy? Are we tired, little kitty? Sometimes this house makes noises and like it can be a little creepy. It's just because it's made of like this wood here, and like you see all these cracks. Like sometimes the house is still like expanding, and the cracks will happen, and then like it makes like this big popping sound, and it's really loud. Sometimes the pops are huge. Like if there's some big cracks in this room. Oh yeah, like that one up there is huge. Like whenever that happens, that makes a big sound. So that's probably what it was, but still kind of creepy. Anyway, excited for tomorrow. Good morning. It's the morning of April 8th, the eclipse. It's a bit frosty out this morning, as you can see on this chair here. It's a little frosty. It's a little cold, but it's pretty warm. I think it's gonna be in the 50s today. So, but as you can see, we have some snow on the ground still from a recent snowstorm, which is crazy. But yeah, we're getting ready to go here. We'll be leaving pretty soon. This is my house, and you can hear geese in the distance. It sounds like. Got all my camera gear here. Canon 5D with a 17 to 40 millimeter remote trigger, yeah, chargers and tripod. So else you'll know what's notably missing is a solar filter, but I think I already talked to you about that I do not have one, so we're gonna see how that goes. Yeah, I'm talking. Yeah, we're talking. This is the craziest thing ever.
Wow.
It's coming.
Oh my God.
It's coming back so fast. Whoa! Woo!
No wonder people
I know, right?
look, and it's back.
Oh my gosh! Look at behind there. Back there, it's still dark. It's still dark back there. I can't. I need to look.
All right, a lot more impressive than I thought it was going to
Right? Me too. I have to say, totally worth it.
be. You know what else is kind of weird?
You know, really. So I'm back in the city. Yeah, I didn't do a great job of recording the entire actual eclipse experience, I guess. I got really caught up in the moment, I won't lie. Definitely not a good first round for a vlog, but hey, you know what, I'm learning. But yeah, I'm back in the city, just took the train back this afternoon. It's a gorgeous day today, and I think I might just go for a walk, but man, what an amazing experience that was. I mean, I still have the image of the eclipse in my mind of totality, when the world just went dark for 3 minutes. I don't even know how long it really was. I think it was 3 or 3.5 minutes for us where we were, but it felt like maybe a minute. It happened so fast. And when the moon started to move away from the sun and go back, when the eclipse was ending and it was going from totality back and the sun was shining, the light came back onto the earth so fast. All of a sudden it was just day again. And I looked behind me and you'll see a giant mountain, which was behind us, was still dark. So it was still in totality over there just by a little bit. It just blew my mind that it was opening up where we were, but it was still covered where Giant Mountain was. I mean, the fact that we were able to just look up directly at totality and just look right at it, take the glasses off and be like, oh my God. I felt like I was in outer space. Even a friend of mine who had seen an eclipse before and was with me was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Way cooler than what I anticipated. And I have to agree, because for a while I was starting to feel all this hype, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just got back from a work trip in LA. Now I gotta go upstate, get up early and go find my spot and all this, all that, just for 2 minutes of an eclipse. And no, I take it all back. That was seriously one of the coolest things I've ever experienced. A once in a lifetime thing. Not only that I got to see it, but in pretty much my favorite place in the world, which is the Adirondack High Peaks, and with my family and with a friend that I've known for over 10 years. Yeah, it was a really big deal, really special day. The image has not left my mind. This vlog, or this entry, has been kind of fun to do. I regret not taking enough videos during the eclipse itself, but I'm really happy I was really present, and I did snap a photo on my camera that I'm really happy with how it turned out. But really, honestly, it was about the journey. The idea of going upstate after a work trip where I didn't get a lot of sleep and I had been working so much, it felt like a lot. I am so happy I did it, because the journey to get there was long, and it's something I'm used to and something I do a lot. I just wanted to show with the atmosphere what it was like. I don't know, this was kind of fun, and I would like to do it again for some other cool trips I might do this summer. We'll see. I don't really know where this is going, but this was really fun, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Thanks. Bye.